back to my channel, my friends. Today we're going to be doing a dumbbell only complete full body workout. So I know that there are times where we just don't have access to that much equipment. We don't want to take up that much space in the gym, and to that I say fine. Let's just use some dumbbells. Let's have the best workout that we can have with minimal equipment. So this is what this workout's about. We're gonna work every single muscle in our body and actually get in a really effective workout. Now it's actually kind of funny because before filming this video, I was filming another dumbbell only workout video for Instagram. So if you guys are interested in more workouts, then head over to my Instagram because there's lots more workouts on there that I film for you. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Has my hair gone down now? I've also taken my hair out of the plaits, which I personally really like, but then Mario said I look like Hagrid. So, I mean, at least Hermione Granger. If you like this video, make sure to give Hagrid a big thumbs up and subscribe to Hagrid. Okay, now let's get started. So we're starting off full body. You know, I said it was a full body workout, and a full body workout is what you're gonna get. So this is a squat thrust to thruster using dumbbells. Now start off light, please, because this one's intense, and if some of your body is still in 2019, you need to wake it up. We're gonna start off with a squat thrust. Grab those dumbbells, do a hammer curl, so you're doing like a neutral grip to bring the dumbbell onto your shoulder. From there, you're in a squat position, so squat all the way up, extend in one fluid motion, and then you're gonna do exactly the same on the way down. It's intense. So this is an amazing movement to activate everything, to get the whole body working, to remind the body that we're doing a full body workout, and then we can move on to the next exercise. So then we're coming into a dumbbell front squat. So now we can go a little bit heavier. So let's start upping the load. And when you're in the resting position, so when the dumbbells are close to your chest, you shouldn't actually feel like it's that much of a strain on your arms or your shoulders. It should really be just in like a resting position. So that's your starting position, and then come down into a nice deep squat. Make sure your knees are in line with your toes. You're gonna feel it in your glutes and your quads, and you wanna really tense the core and keep the back upright throughout the whole move as well. Now throughout this video, I've actually sprinkled in some advanced moves, because you know, some days you might just be on top of the world. So here I've actually added a complex. So we're gonna do a squat, and then we're gonna go into an alternating lunge. So you'll actually notice when I come out of the squat, my front foot rotates in just a little bit, so that my knees stay parallel, my legs stay parallel when I go into the lunge. And then when I come back into the squat, then my feet turn outwards again just a little bit so that I can go into a nice squat. And then we're gonna move on to a single leg deadlift with knee drive. So I love this move. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into a single leg deadlift, and then once we extend, we're gonna bring that knee up, thrust with the glutes, thrust at the hips, and then that will bring the knee up nice and high. So you'll see that the back leg, when I'm going down in the single leg deadlift, is actually just acting as like a balance. My front leg is a little bit bent, but I'm still feeling a really nice hamstring stretch, and I can feel my hamstrings working. And when I'm going down, my shoulders are back and my back is nice and neutral. Really important for moves like this, because we don't want to put too much strain on the lower back. So it's really important to keep that back neutral, keep those shoulders back. If you feel like you can't reach all the way down to the ground, that's absolutely fine. Go as far as you feel your hamstring stretch, and then come back up and drive with the knee. And then we move on to one of my favorites. So you guys know I love a kettlebell swing, but I said that this was a dumbbell only workout. So what I've done is I've done a dumbbell swing. Now, kettlebell lovers out there, it might be considered unorthodox. You know, you might think, she hasn't done that, but I have done it. And to be honest, it works just as well. The reason why you might want to use a kettlebell instead of a dumbbell is because it just distributes the weight differently. But here, it doesn't really change anything. So using a dumbbell is just as fine when we're doing this movement. And the momentum is exactly the same. So you want to just bend at the hips, very slight bend at the knees. Very slight. Often I see people really bending at the knees, and then, well, my friends, it's no longer a kettlebell swing, because you need to really have it swinging between your legs. You know, your arms are just there to act as a pendulum. They're just there to stop that dumbbell or kettlebell going through the roof or from hitting other people and you just being a complete liability. So that's what your arms are there for, is just to hold on to that weight. So you really want to be thrusting at the glutes, bending at the hips, keeping that back nice and neutral, and just really just giving it a good old swing, you know? But this is definitely one of my favorite moves. I feel like adding the dumbbell variation is it's like saying a modern twist to an everyday classic. You know, that's how this move feels. So now we're gonna go into a side lunge with extension. Now what you wanna do is take a wide step out into a side lunge, go as deep as feels comfortable, extend the arms outwards so you're engaging your front delts, and then as you come back up, you draw the weight back in and you really drive with the outer glute and the quads to bring yourself back to standing. So you're gonna repeat that on the same side for the full set, and then you're gonna swap sides. Now it's really important to take a wide step out, because if you don't take a wide step out, then you won't be able to go as deep. So if you do want to try and get a little bit deeper, it's important to take a wider step. And if you're still working on your hip mobility, then that's absolutely fine. Just go down as deep as feels comfortable. So you're going to feel this in your glutes, you're going to feel this in your quads, you're going to feel this in your front delts. And then we've got push press. So we're moving on to some upper body movements now. Now the push press is really interesting because it's like an overhead press, but we're getting a little bit of a fiery start from the rest of the body. So you can actually go a little bit heavier with a push press than you would an overhead press, and that is because your legs are going to give you a slight boost. So what you're going to do is bend very slightly at the legs and then quickly extend, and that momentum will help you push the weight upwards. Now on the way down, you're not going to have any momentum, which is great because that means that we can really develop that strength on the eccentric phase. So as you're coming down, you're going to be really controlling that motion, you're going to feel it in your delts, and then once you come back to your resting position, you can fire up that rocket again, fire up those legs to help you extend all the way up. And then we've got a Renegade row. Now I love the Renegade row. I just feel like it really works my core, it also works my back, and I just feel like it's a really great movement because it really engages my stabilizing muscles. So with a Renegade row, we're going to hold the dumbbells in a press up position, and then we're going to alternate sides. So we're going to alternate between bringing one arm back, so you're going to bend at the elbow, keep that elbow close to the body, open up the shoulder so you get a little bit more of a rotation. Very often I see people doing a Renegade row with their shoulder closed, and that means that you don't have as much range of motion. Don't be afraid to open up, my friends, and then you can come back down and repeat it with the other side. Now if you're having one of those days, like I said before, where anything is possible, then in that case you can try a Renegade row into rotation. So what you're going to do in one fluid movement is open up that shoulder, bring the weight up, and then continue extending all the way up into a slightly twisted like side plank, and then you're going to come all the way back down and repeat the other side. So this one does require a little bit of balance. So again, if you're feeling ready for it, then maybe practice without any weight and then add the weight. But that move should be smooth and continuous, so like buttery smooth. Then we're moving into dumbbell Russian twists. I feel like it works really my entire core, especially my obliques and my lower abs and hip flexors, but I just feel like it's a really great overall ab movement. You're going to be holding the dumbbell close to the chest and rotating with the full upper body, and every time you rotate you're also going to be doing alternating bicycle kicks. Now if that feels like that's not happening, honey, that's okay. I've added a few progressions here. So start off without the weight, get rid of it, chuck it away. You've broken up with the weight, just see you later, mate. Put it to one side. And to start off with, you just want to put your feet on the ground and do the Russian twist without any weight. So once you feel comfortable with that, you can start doing the bicycle motion, place your feet on the ground. And then once you've done that, you can take your feet off the ground throughout the whole movement, throughout the whole twist. And once you've done that, you are basically ready to start adding a little bit of weight. And all you need to do then is just pick that dumbbell back up, apologize, tell them that it wasn't them, it was you, whatever you have to do to get them back in your arms again. So once we've done that, we've done a rotational core move. Now we're doing an anti-rotational core move. So your body is really gonna want to rotate. That's all it wants to do. And you're gonna say, no, I'm not having any of that. And basically what we're gonna do are plank pull-throughs. So you're gonna have a dumbbell on one side, and with the opposite hand, you're gonna drag that dumbbell across, and your body is gonna wanna rotate, and you're gonna have to engage every muscle to make sure that it doesn't. I love this move. It really gets all of your stabilizer muscles going. It doesn't look like much, but it feels like much. So you're gonna feel it in your core, you're also gonna be feeling it in your shoulders. And then once you've done that, that's it. You've done your 9 exercises, you've completed the workout, you've had a super efficient, effective dumbbell only workout, and you should be feeling on top of the world. So say goodbye and see you later to your dumbbells. Tell them that you'll see them next time, same place, same time. You're ready to go off and conquer the world. Make sure you spend about 5 to 10 minutes just stretching off, cooling down, maybe doing a little bit of foam rolling. I've got a video on that if you're interested. Definitely stretch out those hamstrings, I swear, because they're the ones that always get me. I never think about it on the day, and then the next day I'm like, I regret so badly not stretching my hamstrings. And yeah, just take it easy, go out and do whatever you need to for 2020. So I hope you guys enjoyed that workout. Remember that I did post a dumbbell only workout on my Instagram, so if you guys wanted more, like you just need more, then head over to my Instagram as well, go follow me on there. And if you like this video, make sure to give me a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and until then, I will see you guys next time. Love ya, bye!